I know that tension is high and some people can be emotional. I accept the fact that they have anger towards the West. Why wouldn't they? You know, like that's something that I've learned with time. Russian people are the type of people that if you come by the sword, you're going to die by the sword.
Human problem, no human, no problem.
There's not a lot of things here. We have like one restaurant, we have one road. So if you look...
So what's up, guys? This is Igor in Russia. And as you know, I make videos from the Western perspective about Russia, filming the daily life. But I have an awesome guest here, straight from Irkutsk region and / America. And wild Siberian YouTuber. Welcome to the channel, Dan.
Thank you so much. It's actually, I'm originally from Mexico. I'm a Mexican American. And I live now in the Irkutsk Oblast out here in Russia. Thank you for having me.
What are they like and what's the Russian culture for you been? Because you're fresh in Russia, 2 years only, less.
Yeah, almost 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. So how you been soaking it in?
Yeah, I think I assimilate very fast. Mexican culture is very similar to Russian culture, especially in a small town, because I live in a smaller town outside of a town, and the people are dobre utra, like the normal older people. It's like very similar, very strong charactered, like men, like real men. I mean, this is nothing for me. I go fishing. I see the same guys at the lake. For me, we have the small stores. I mean, this is nothing new to me. A lot of people who watch my channel, when they see me so easily adapt, they're like, "Oh, you're already doing this." It's like, yeah, of course. I'm in my tilnashka. I'm already in my underwear in the river, because this is how we grew up in Mexico. Russians are very old school. Not a lot of societies are like this. You know, if you go to California, you're not going to see people in their underwear without their shirt swimming. No, they're going to be in shorts and maybe a tank top. No, but in Russia, they go in their underwear and they go in the water. And then they get naked and they wash their underwear. Like, this is the stuff that you see in Russia that you don't see in Western Europe, unless you go into like those nudist colonies. But you know what I'm saying?
But notice big cities, you won't see that either in big cities, St. Petersburg. People are the same, but they don't behave like it's a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. But for me, Russia is different for everybody.
True.
You know, like a guy from Moscow, my friend will come visit me and I'm going to take him to the swamp. And I hope he's ready to like be hot and be just mosquitoes and be scared for his life, because this is what we do every day. This is our reality in Russia. Russia is so giant. People in Buryatia is not going to be the same as people like in Dagestan. This is what's beautiful to me. It's a little bit similar in the United States, but it kind of lost that old feeling, because in America, everybody's kind of turning into the same mixture now. Yeah. Not in Russia.
Except if you go to big cities, like subcultural areas, you know, like New York has certain areas. Or
they have Little Russia in New York.
Little Russia,
yeah. We have a tendency of, like I said, we segregate ourselves in America in a different way than in Russia. Like here, it's natural. Because there used to be people, and when Russia expanded, they kept their land and they have the republics. In America, we kind of do it differently. Like, see, I can't relate with a Chicano because I'm a Mexican. That we have way different mentalities. My Spanish is different. What I like to do is different. We do subs. We do it so much. But like, to your point about how do I see the people here, like I think they're beautiful, and when I travel I see a new type of Russian. Like when I go to pass through Ulan-Ude, that's not the same Russian as Irkutsk. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
How would you describe Russia as a country and as a people to another American who, if he hadn't his or her prejudices, like point blank?
I think Russia is a culture that'll punch you in the face. That's what I think.
Love it.
You can't come here and a lot of places you need to engulf yourself in the culture. Like you say, oh, I want to go to Thailand and engulf no, Russia, you come here, you get punched in the face. The culture comes to you immediately. That's how I would explain it. And if you like that kind of life, if you like to experience a country, come to Russia. You won't miss it.
And as a country?
As a country, like
Yeah, it's free of choice. You can take a historical point or a geographical or yeah.
as a country, I think it's is a monster amongst nations in every sense of the word. Everything I've ever seen is massive.
Yeah.
Cities, streets, geography, animals,
personalities,
personalities. Like everything is just bigger, and you feel it. Like I said, it's part of the reason why you get punched in the face with their culture.
Russians think in general, because the media, you can tell something about that too, but the media is not as crazy against America and the Western, these allies or whatever, but still it has this negative tone to it. And but what about the people? Are they anti-Americans, American or Western?
No, I think it's more like if they had to be negative against something, they feel that that the world is against them. Because for a long time, if it's not the younger people who are like in their 20s experiencing now, their fathers had experienced the Cold War, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a never-ending story for them. Now, I will say that in Irkutsk, in the city, it's more laid back. The people embrace the Western culture. They have like Burger King over there, I think. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff I don't even see because, so they embrace it, and it's so peaceful. When they know I'm American, they say, "Oh, where are you from in America?" Los Angeles. "Oh, Harasho. Oh, Maladies." Like all these different things for saying good things. They love it. When you sit and speak with someone like a human being, they will never come with the sword. The Russian people are the type of people that if you come by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. But if you come like a normal person, you get treated like another one of theirs. There's no difference. You just become, I mean, I go outside and they know, hey, there's that American boy that lives in the flats. It's cool.
And about people, actually, you talked about friendships in some point also in one of your videos, and you said something nice, but you can also tell us here on viewers over here. And by the way, if I won't remember, I should remember now, subscribe to Wild Siberian channel, link probably in the topic and also in the description. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe as well to my channel as well. What about Russian friendship? You said something that is like unique.
Yeah, I've talked about Russian friendship because the last time I remember making a good friend was in a trench. Mm-hmm. So that'll tell you something about how highly I think about a friendship. So the Russian people, they won't become your friends until like it's almost like dating for a friend. You have to see, okay, is he trustworthy? Okay, he's trustworthy. Can he do things that is going to benefit both of us? It's not like a one-lane highway. It's a place in Russia where you can create a friendship that should last a lifetime. And these are the type of men that'll go to war with you quite literally. Mm-hmm. So I made my first friend not too long ago, Ivan, and I feel like this guy, if I say, hey, we need to do something, he's going to put on his boots and we're going to go together, whatever we have to do. You lose this kind of friendship in time in America. Of course, you can still do it, right? I'm not a liar. I know I can find friends in America, but it's not so easy because the struggles are not the same. You need to you need adversity to create strong bonds. That's why when I say I made my best friends in the war, is because our friendship was put through war. And in Russia, you put the friendship through so much hard times. Guys, living in Russia, especially now, I'm not saying it's the hardest thing in the world, but you have to go through the fire with these people as a community. And so I made a good friend. If you want good friends, come to Russia.
What?
I mean, I've been told a lot of mean things. Yeah.
Yeah. But you just get a thicker skin with time, right?
Yeah. But the problem with that is I can have thick skin, but when you have enough messages, you start seeing how sick the people are in their head.
Yeah.
And that affects everybody in the world because we're all part of one world. And it's sad for me in a way because I'm like, wow, look at this poor man. He's sick. I know he's sick. But I think it's a problem.
I get. I used to get on YouTube when this whole thing began, and a lot of them, and just little by little they like disappeared. I make them disappear, but human problem, no human, no problem. No, just kidding. And
so in Russia, you disappear.
but there's a lot of. I have such a huge following on Facebook that I'm been working on intentionally. But it also I get hundreds comments daily, and there's because it's such a huge reach. But sometimes, yeah, it's so sick. It's funny that the thing that they actually accuse Russia of, and they actually hoping for Russians to be as a receiver for the same things, makes you wonder, like, what is the person's ideology? But seriously, not all are just like trolls. Some of them are like, you can see that's like a young lady or older lady or just a normal dude, and they're writing this stuff.
Sick people.
Yeah. Have you been taken into the community? Like, is the great, not gracefully, but have you been taken in? Are you like part of the community? And I don't know how big area you live in. Actually, it's like probably a smaller village. I understand, like outside Irkutsk.
No, so I live about 2 hours from Irkutsk. It's like a couple, maybe more than 100 or I don't know, around kilometers. But the truth is, this town has like maybe 10,000 people, but not everybody lives here. It's like they live here just to work in the mines and the train. We are a working town. There's not a lot of things here. We have like one restaurant, we have one road. So if you look at it in a map, it's basically, it exists only because of the train road, the railroad. Yeah. But they've accepted me. I love them. Wherever I go, usually there's somebody that knows me now because of the viral video. I ended up also on Channel 1 on the news. I mean, like, the town is known now. I have people from Moscow who say, hey, I want to go eat in Sludanka. It's like,
if I would come and I would actually, you've pictured, you've painted a picture. I have certain picture of that, of your region, of your neighborhood. And my dream is to film and visit whole Russia. I know it's impossible, but as like throughout all the amazing places, that's my goal. But if I would come, I don't know if I'm inviting myself now. If I would come, what, and if you would take me in as a guest, what would be our day? What would you show during the one day, and then kick me out?
I mean, look, in the morning, if it's summer, we have to go fishing. And I don't know if you like fishing, but I mean, if you come to this area, you need to learn how to fish because you need to be a part of the environment.
I will learn.
We'll go fishing in the morning. After, we can go see Baikal. On a warm day, we can get in Baikal. The water is going to be cold, but it's good for your body. Then we go out of Baikal into the mountains here behind where we have rivers. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes after Baikal, make some shashlik, spend the afternoon just drinking a little bit. I don't know if you drink, but I mean, it's a good thing to drink amongst friends.
You should know that I do drink. That's the basis of my channel.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter if I know. You have to make sure. So
I'll bring the beer, Russian beer.
Baikal, river, fishing, mountains, the true Siberian experience. And we have everything here. And of course, you're invited. I mean, I've said it to everybody who's watching. As long as you can make it here, you have a friend on the shores of Baikal.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I just want to say I appreciate the conversation. I hope that everybody who's watching acknowledges that, hey, there's many stories, there's many things. His experience is different than mine. Please do consider subscribing to his channel. It's really important so that you learn two versions of what's actually happening in Russia. Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate. Click the link in the description on in the name and subscribe to Wild Siberian. Igor in Russia. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.